In this short video, I'm going to describe how to release an assessment to your students if they are taking a test in Performance Matters, and then also how to unrelease the test at the end of the period so that students will not be able to take the test or continue the test while they're at home between class periods. We're going to start by logging into Performance Matters and then clicking in the Test menu under Test Center. This screen may look a little different based on your permissions, but the process is the same for releasing tests and then for unreleasing tests later. We'll begin by choosing the assessment that we'd like to use. You'll notice this list includes assessments from many different class periods and many different subjects. Yours will look different because, again, it'll be limited by the course that you are teaching. In this case, I'm going to filter by math and by benchmark assessment. And there's the test that I'd like to release to my students. Based on your permissions, you might be able to copy the test. You'll also be able to preview the test, and you can also read the tags to make sure that the test is in fact the test that you're looking for. In this case, I'm going to click Select, and I'm going to click Release so I can release this test to my students. Similar to finding the right test, I can also find the right students in 3 different ways. The first way I can do this is I can click on Add Student Filter, and I can filter students by students with disabilities, by students who are identified as ESOL students, and by other means as well. The other way that I can do this is I can find the students individually. So if I unselect all my students, then I can choose specific students that I'd like to take the assessment. The more common way to do this will be, however, to click on the classes and to choose which class you'd like to have the students for the test. So in this case, I'm going to click my first period class. You'll notice they're all unassigned. I'm going to click on this to assign them to all the students, and then I'm going to click Release. At this point, all the students in first period class have the test assigned to them, and they're ready to take the test. Once they begin, I'll be able to see which students are in progress, and I'll also be able to see which students are finished. Upon the completion of the period, if I do not want students to have access to the test between classes, I can click on Unrelease. I'll make sure all the students are selected for that specific class period, and then I'll click Unrelease. And what that will do is that will remove access for all the students, so you'll see it's unassigned. You will still see students who are in progress, but they will not have access to the test until you release it again to them the next class period. And that is how to release or unrelease an assessment in Performance Matters.